Welcome to Kicking It with KeKe. Kicking It with KeKe.
Okay, that's
Kicking It
different.
with KeKe. Full of personalities. Switching up the storyline on God, we making history. Writing books, changing lives. One day at a time. Put your problems to the side. Enjoy yourself. Free your mind.
Oh, I always press stop. Okay, here we go again. YouTube, y'all see the behind the scenes. I always hit the wrong thing. All right, so here we go.
Welcome to Kicking It with KeKe. Kicking It with KeKe. Kicking It with KeKe. Full of personalities. Switching up the storyline on God, we making history. Writing books, changing lives. One day at a time. Put your problems to the side. Enjoy yourself. Free your mind. Kicking It with KeKe.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Kiki, Life, Love, and all that other shit. I am your host, award winning author, lifestyle blogger, writing coach, as well as a certified life coach. The overall purpose of Kicking It with Kiki, the podcast, is to build personal development, mindset, as well as personal growth. Today, I am joined with a special guest, and I will allow her and give her the opportunity to tell you guys about herself as little or as much as she would like. Jessica. Jessica, thank you for
Hello,
coming to kick it with
hello.
me. Hello, how are you doing,
You're
love? How are
welcome.
you
You're
doing?
welcome.
How are
Hey,
you?
hey,
Yes,
I'm hanging in there. I'm another
absolutely.
day. I'm
Hey,
thankful. So, how about you?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I cannot complain at all. Thank you for coming to kick it with me. Uh, as I said, I like to give my guests the opportunity to introduce themselves and tell the people who they are and what they do. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing for you. You just tell them who you are and what you do, as little as much as you like.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Hello, everyone. I am Jessica, or you can call me Styles by Jess. I am a stylist in the Alabama area, and I also design and create accessories and other items. Um, I've been doing this for a little while, for a few years or so now, and it's something I always knew that I wanted to do, and something that God gave me.
Absolutely.
And the thing about that is, you have to know when God gives you something, um, and it's a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a purpose decision. So it has its days where it has its perks, where it's good, it's up and down. So it's it's a little bit of everything, but I'm grateful for it. So um it's just a blessing to be able to connect with KeKe and so many others that I have been seeing that is, not only from the South. So I was like, okay, some more of us.
Yes.
So so I'm good with that. So, but yeah, a little bit about me. I'm just down to earth Southern girl. I like to have a good time. I like to chit chat, and kind of intermingle with other people. And how I met KeKe is we were doing, I don't know, somebody sent me a link to something, and I seen Bayou Class, I seen KeKe Chanel, I seen Toya Money, just different ones. And I'm like, who is these people?
Right.
So that's how I got a chance to meet them. And I realized that what they do and what they carry is working with women and men.
Mm-hmm.
And we're working in a kingdom business, so to speak. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like you working, about our father's business, but at the same time, we're about our business and growing ourselves and our careers and other things that we would like to do. And God is, stored upon us. So,
Right.
that's how we all tie in together. But just your normal person, like to talk, chit chat. I'm up for questions. I don't mind people asking me questions and talking. That's how we learn.
Absolutely.
And that's how
Absolutely.
we grow, and that's how we talk about different things. And a lot of times, um, it can be, I'm gonna say this up front, but a lot of people say, "Oh, you so okay." First of all, KeKe, do you have a problem with any words or
Oh,
any?
girl, you good. You good. You kicking it with
Okay.
KeKe. Hey, look, no filter. No filter.
Yeah, but I'm good. But I think a lot of people can think I'm a stuck up ass, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or they'll think I'm very rough around the edges, like you crazy as hell. I can't deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
But once people get to know me, I'm good people.
Right.
Someone to connect with and different things like that. We all have our sides and our moments, and some
Mm-hmm.
people can't take one another, whatever. But that's not to say that we're not good people.
Right. Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
you know, that's just me. I come like it means any harm to no one. I'm upfront, and that's just how I am.
And let me tell
But
y'all about Jessica, man.
go ahead.
Jessica came in that night, y'all. Listen, we were what she was talking about. We have this mutual friend, and she called herself the Rich Auntie on Instagram. Is the owner of Bayou Classy Boutique, and she does this thing every Saturday night called the Bayou Classy Experience, where like-minded individuals like Jessica and myself come in, pitch our business, we mingle with each other, we play Richo, which is a form of bingo. She gives out prizes. We have karaoke and everything. So the first night that Jessica came in, she was in the comments. She was having a good time. She sang karaoke. We had a ball, and she has been coming back
They
ever
got
since.
mouth going because I just normally get on there and say my little piece and do my
Yeah.
product, and I'm on my business. I don't do no karaoke. I be at the house doing my own karaoke, baby. I
Yeah,
don't
she
be.
sang
I be up in
karaoke
here.
for
I
us
be up
that
in here
night.
dancing the second line into myself.
Yes.
Or
But
even if
she
I'm
was a
out
good
or going
sport.
somewhere.
She was a good sport. She sang for us, and we just been like connected ever since. We call her. It's a running joke that she's the head usher, so she get people together in the comments. She get people together, and just a good people. We've never met in person, but I feel connected to her and all of the other women. We just have like this networking connection, like-minded
Right.
individuals who are building their business, but we honor God because all of us are God-fearing people. We believe that
Yes.
we're operating in
Yes.
our purpose
And
and
like
things
I
like
said
that.
in my description,
Mhm.
God is everything. Because if if somebody would have said, well, it was I already knew what I wanted to do, and I already know what God had given me, which is God has given me more than one talent and gift.
Mhm. Mhm.
And whenever you're dealing with something or you're trying to get yourself together, it can be so many battles and so many different situations.
Right.
So you don't never know. You have to really, that's why this segment, I was thinking about different segments, and that's why this segment and session is important, because it's like saying what you need to say.
Mhm.
So many people don't realize it's like, you know, you're you, and you're
Mhm.
protecting your peace and what you believe in.
Mhm.
So it's like standing for what you believe in. It's just like if you believe in no one should harm dogs, okay? Stand
Mhm.
by that.
Stand
If
by.
you
Mhm.
believe, if you're believing in, we should protect the peace, different things is going around in the world, we should do that. Stand by that.
Right.
But not in a way where you're trying to harm yourself or someone else. And a lot of people don't realize that. They're like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna do however.
Yes, girl, because the world is crazy. And that brings us to our topic this evening. We are talking about normalizing what we want and standing beside it. Like, why when it comes to that topic, Jessica, how do you feel about that particular topic? I personally believe that
Um,
we
go
compromise a
ahead, I'm
lot.
sorry.
I believe we compromise a lot when it comes to
Yeah,
normalizing what we want.
exactly. And
Yeah.
the reason KeKe, asked me, she said, "Just what do you want to say? What are you thinking about?" And I thought of those two topics because it had been weighing heavy on my heart and my spirit. And it was like, first of all, let's normalize a few things, because
Mm-hmm.
people need to get a good understanding of I'm human, I make mistakes, and I'm somebody too. And
Right.
it's like so many people feel like, and I'll just be honest, so many people feel like as if you are a stylist, you do accessories, you do t-shirts, anything that desires of having a career and working for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying let's normalize it, because really, to be honest, jobs are good. 9 to 5 is good. I'm not knocking nobody.
Right.
If it works for you and you don't want to be doing, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the option of getting up when I want to get up.
Right.
I
Uh-huh.
like the option of I can tell you I don't want to do it at 4 o'clock. Come at 6 o'clock.
Right.
I like that option. And it's nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, but it's so many statistics that we grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And I know KeKe, you're a little older than I am, and
Mm-hmm.
you're probably around my brother's age. My brother's in his 40s,
Mm-hmm.
so you know, it's the age range. I just became 30, so a lot of age range from the 20 something, 30 something, but everybody age range is different.
Right.
And so a lot of the times we were taught, most of the time growing up, we taught to go to school, get a job, get a trade, do something, and that's it.
That's it.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, everybody's not fit for high school. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
not fit for college. Everybody's not fit for everything. Some people minds view into other situations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like normalizing what you want
Mm-hmm.
and agreeing to that. And so many people feel as if, oh, you're a hairstylist, you'll never amount to this or that. You'll never
Mm-hmm.
get to this or that.
Mm-hmm.
You do jewelry and stuff, you'll never amount to this or that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you, yeah, it ain't all peaches and cream every day.
Right.
And yeah, you have to have certain credentials and certain things and this and that. True enough, which I'm trying to make sure everything is in its place that it needs to be.
Right.
But it takes time and money.
Yeah.
And so let's normalize the fact that if you're not paying my bills, you're not helping me do anything, you're not helping me do this or that, then I'm gonna need for you to take a back seat.
Take a back seat. Matter of fact, get out the car. How about that? Get out the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to take several seats. I'm gonna need you to mind your business. My godmama told me something the other day. She said, she said her mom used to tell her, I'm gonna pay you a quarter. She said, come pay me my purse. I'm gonna pay you a quarter to go get you some business.
Mm. Huh. I
So
ain't paying no quarter. Just mind your business and we all good. Because
so
I
that's
feel
what I'm
like,
saying.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, like, a lot of people don't want to verbalize what they want or the things that they believe in for that particular reason.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people,
Right.
prejudge them or try to condemn what they do or talk
And
down
that's a
on
lot.
it.
And that's a lot of what has happened to me. And
Mm,
so that was the reason why I wanted to do this subject, is because normalizing what I want. It's like pulling teeth and nails. Not with everybody, but with some people, you're trying to grow, you're trying to learn. And a lot
mhm.
of people feel as if you ain't got it all together, you ain't got this bag or that bag or these shoes or this or that, you ain't got this amount of money in the bank, you ain't doing it.
Right.
But I'm here to tell you, slow and steady wins the race.
Mm, say it.
And the thing about it is, you can have all of that, but how about when it doesn't come back to you,
Mm,
and God allows it to resurface and you don't have nothing.
right.
So
Absolutely. You
what are you
can.
gonna do when that comes? When you hit rock bottom again, you don't have nothing at all. So it's like understanding that you have to be um you have to be, that pride has to leave,
Yeah, you have to
basically.
humble yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be humble. So humbling yourself and saying, hey, I mean, this or that has happened or whatever like that.
Mhm.
But I can remember a time when I was working in the shop, and it wasn't I stayed there almost about 6 months, and it didn't go too well.
Mhm.
And I was like, Lord, what is going on? And I had so much um animosity, anger, irritation,
Mm.
because so much stuff had happened behind my back that I didn't know.
Oh wow. Mhm.
Long story short, a lot of things were not the way they were
Mhm.
supposed to be. And to me, when you allow other people to come in a space and work and do things, taking from them, taking clientele from them,
Mm.
and feeling like you're it's okay to do it. And even if you know that person had a certain client and they're not still there, and you say, oh well, so and so is here now. I got a new person. You can go ahead and come on.
Mm.
It's just learning. And you know what I learned from that experience? Um, I was out of a lot of money. Um, I was out of a space to work in,
Mm-hmm.
and I was out of materials. But the most humbling story came from that was I was still selling jewelry. It wasn't custom made jewelry and things that I'm doing now,
Mm-hmm.
but it was with another company. And I had to stop and think about it. I still had some money coming in. It might not been much,
But it was
but I
something.
still had something.
Mm-hmm.
So I started learning, like, okay, if you got something to fall back on, it's something better than this.
Right.
So that's the thing about it, is you can't get so comfortable with these jobs or other companies or other places, because you don't never know when they're gonna say time's up.
Right.
And I've had that to happen to me as well.
And not
I
only
was there
that,
about
you know,
4 months.
not
Go
only
ahead.
that, you remember how we just the global pandemic and everybody was in the house? Like you have to
Hmm.
have something to fall back on.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
that's just being smart.
Yeah, you have to have something to fall back on. And I don't care what someone says or how someone says it or does it. You have to understand, like, look, it ain't gonna always be the way you think it is. It ain't gonna
Mhm.
always stick, whatever. And you're not gonna always have the same support.
Right. Yeah.
And I had to realize a whole lot of different things about support. Like, because a lot of people wasn't supporting. A lot of people were saying, oh, I'm gonna get this and that. Listen, anybody else, just keep going, keep doing what you got to do, and just stay focused the best way you can. It is not easy, but I'm here to tell you that if you if you stick with God and you keep focusing, you find like-minded people,
Yep.
God will give you favor and he'll give you peace.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's more and more people are asking me about different questions, different things, and saying, hey, like, I never would have thought to do that. I would, I don't, and it's like God to show you throughout it. It's like, for real, just like, it is what it is. Like, they want on your team, deuces.
Mm-hmm. Hey, like my friend Keisha Johnson say, ministry of the deuces. Like for real. And I think that goes when you normalize it, when you normalize what you want and stick beside it, you have standards and
Yeah.
you have expectations that the people
Mm-hmm.
in your space they abide by or they fall away on the wayside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I think that having a strong support system intensifies that normalcy
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
verbalizing what you want. And we
Yeah.
just need to get out of our own way when it comes to saying what we want, what we expect, the standards that we have, not
Yeah.
settling. And if people cannot comply to the things that we set, bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye
I'm
bye.
I'm I'm learning, like, my peace and my energy is more than just allowing you to just come in and just think you're gonna run everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even with family. It's like you really have to just know, like, the point of, like, cutting it off. Like, you can be inboxing, you can talk to people, say whatever, however you want to say it. But if that person is not complying with this, like, okay, the same energy that you kept, that you didn't want to support, I'm gonna need you to stay right on over there.
Mm-hmm.
The energy can't come back,
Right.
because
Yeah,
at
because
that
energy is
time,
transferable. Like that negative energy
like,
can jump off them and
yeah,
jump on you. And then you
yeah,
in a bad headspace and you trying to figure out what's going
yeah,
on, not realizing that you done picked up that negative vibe. And so
yeah,
it done attached itself to you. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we have to be careful.
So it's like
Um,
I'm just, elevate. I'm just, elevating and moving forward,
mm-hmm,
and just going in the tune that I need to go in. And
mm-hmm,
so many people think that they can do things and say things in a certain way, but everything doesn't work for everyone.
right. Absolutely.
And so it's just like, don't be putting it on me because you want it. Or
Right.
just because oh well, just go, or KeKe will do it or whatever.
Mm-hmm,
Nah, you didn't even ask me, so why are you asking me to do that? No, first of all, I have time and I have needs just like you.
absolutely.
It's things I have to do as well. So
Mm-hmm.
so just like I respect your time, respect my time. So all this comes to, oh well, so and so do, she so, no, stop. thinking that people can say and do things, or people, somebody will be so quick to help you or do this and that. It's nothing wrong with helping and doing. Like I tell people all the time, I don't mind helping nobody. I don't mind doing nothing for nobody. But I got a strong cutoff point
Hey, yes,
at this
because
point.
you don't want to feel like you're being used or
Now,
taken
yeah,
advantage
yeah,
of.
you don't want to feel like you're being used, but how long are you gonna stay in that place where, oh, I just need some help? Like, I'm on bad time. I'm on bad times too.
Yeah,
Bills need to
yeah,
be paid over here too.
yeah. Don't become an enabler for
Yeah,
somebody
it's
else.
like if you become an enabler, it's like that's an unhealthy, toxic situation. Being
Absolutely,
an
it
enabler,
is.
I don't care if it's family, friends, your child, I don't care who it is. You
Yep.
got to have a cutoff point, and you got to realize and not feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another thing I had to learn to normalize the word no.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to learn to normalize it because I'm like, yeah, I do it. I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry,
I
sis.
can't do it.
I can't do it.
Right. So how
Once
did
you
you
say
how
no,
did you how
once you
did you
say no,
normalize it
oh,
though?
I'm
Like,
sorry.
what steps did you
I'm
take to
not
get to
available.
that point? Like, what steps did you take to get to that point where saying no didn't feel selfish or you didn't feel guilty about it?
Ooh, ooh. We got time to talk, don't we?
Yeah.
Ooh, child. Mm. Okay, it took me a minute. I'm not gonna be. I'm be
Yeah.
100. It took me a time. It took me some time
Uh-huh.
because everybody, if you really know me, you know that I'm sweet as pie, but I can act like a asshole real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me time. It was praying, focusing, getting in tune with myself and knowing what I needed and what was best for me.
Absolutely.
And realize and normalizing the fact that I'm not your doormat. I'm not
Mm.
your ATM.
Mm.
I'm not your partner to just do however.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not in that mood where you can just say and do anything and it feels good, like it's okay. Like, oh, I'm gonna just give her a few dollars. She'll shut up.
Right.
No, it's the point where I don't need you to do any of that. What I need you to do is respect me in the space that I am in, and that the space that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you knew when I was talking to you, or we was friends, or whatever case would be. You knew you didn't have no money. You knew you was broke. You knew all of that.
Right.
So what it is I allow those different situations to happen within me. So it's like, okay, well, I'm help that person out. They on bad terms, and it took me time.
Uh-huh.
It took a lot of heartache, a lot of bad breaks, a lot of bad business skills.
Mm. Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
a whole, stealing from me.
Mm.
It took I don't know, stealing my joy, my peace,
Wow.
my sanity.
Mm.
Um, it took my kindness for weakness in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me to a point where it wasn't so much of physically being ill, but
Mm-hmm.
mentally,
Oh.
emotionally, spiritually, and
And probably financially too, because you say you had some bad
financially.
business. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of those took a toll on me
Yeah.
because I spent time and money and hours of my time being in places and being around people who pretty much could give a damn.
Right. So
And it's Go ahead.
normalizing saying no, when did you know or when did you realize that it was freeing to say no and not have like this guilt behind it? Or
Um,
yeah, look, when did you know that?
ooh, I actually knew it before time, but you
Mhm.
know how you allow, you try to you heal up a little bit, then
Mhm.
you allow a little wound to kind of stretch you a little bit,
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
that's what it was.
yeah.
But when I finally knew and finally was standing on my ground, 2019, 2020.
Mm.
Um, I knew a lot of things, and I knew I had to just, you know, but I mean, to really just stand on like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you say, how you feel, you can call me everything. And it's not easy when people sit up and call you everything and book for the shot besides the child of God.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because people like to hurt you. They try to use words to hurt you when you know
Yeah,
especially when you know your worth and you're
yeah.
sticking
And so
beside
that's the thing. That's the thing I say to ladies and men.
that.
Know your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship wise, business wise, family wise, and friendship wise, even church wise.
Mm.
Because people will take you for advantage because if they know you're a good worker, they know you a good person, you like the go-to person basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the go-to people be crumbling really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so when so many different situations happened to me back to back, I was like, you know what? This ain't the deal. This ain't the game. This ain't what's up. It's like I got to learn like, nah, I'm not gonna beg you to be asking questions. I'm not gonna beg you to help me with something or whatever it is. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, I speak and say what I got to say, and I keep it cordial.
Right. So when you decided to start normalizing the things that you want and sticking beside it, did you lose a lot of people in your life who you thought would be your ace, like stay around no matter what? Did you lose some people? Or did they kind of say, you know what, let me take a step back and look at myself. I'm hurting just for.
Just people. I don't know. People just be ghosting a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like they ghost real fast. Like they'll come in. Oh, hey, how you doing? I was so busy, and you wasn't that damn busy.
No, and say that again. People make time for the shit that they wanted to make time for. You ain't that
Man, listen,
busy.
you made time for all this over here that you wanted to do. Sis, bro, you really had time to do whatever. So you wanted to come up over here when you felt like it was convenient for you.
You
So
had time when you was asking me for money and asking me for favors.
yeah, you got time. But see, that's the thing. People be like, oh, I got time for this or that. I've been dealing with this or that. But it was so funny. You called me 1,800 times when you needed X, Y, and Z. But when I was like, so I'm gonna need that back. I got some bills and other things too. Oh well, I see what I see you. Don't let nobody tell you something. I see you tax time. That's a damn lie. They ain't gonna see you for tax time. They ain't gonna see you for tax time when the federal check, whatever they got going on.
Uh-huh. A
And
Christmas
then
bonus and
another
all
thing,
that
don't let
stuff.
them say
Yeah.
the lawsuit is another thing. I don't know if y'all caught on to that too. But the lawsuit, like I got a lawsuit coming in a few minutes, y'all, I'm gonna break y'all.
Yeah.
Break y'all what? Huh? Where is it?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I was like, go ahead. You just say, KeKe.
do you believe that past beliefs or low self-esteem issues play a huge role in this type of behavior? Like people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah,
not
because
no yeah.
because it does.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are a type of person, you let people say anything to you,
Mm-hmm.
or you wasn't the most popular growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and say you maybe one of the real skinny kids, or you one real fat kids, yeah, all that plays a part. But all that plays a part in self-esteem that you was doing when you was growing up from home,
Mm-hmm.
family members, friends, just different things of pressure coming from different areas.
Right.
And normalizing it is saying, okay, yeah, this happened. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that happened. But am I gonna allow that to be my why?
Right.
Am I gonna allow that to be my who I am and what
Mm-hmm.
I'm becoming?
Right.
And it's like I
Absolutely.
had to realize, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna keep letting certain energies and certain things keep bouncing back like it's okay. Like I've had some situations where different things came about, and I tried to be cordial, whatever. The person was ugly, or whatever. And then it came back, oh, I'm just seeing how you doing. No, you really just want to be nosy because you know you messed up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so I did, and so not too long ago, somebody had said something to me. It was like, I'm just checking to see if you need X, Y, and Z. You know, I had extra so and so. I'll be looking out for people. First of all, I had deaths in the family. I had some other situations that happened, some neighborhood deaths that people don't watch me
Grow
practically
up.
raise me up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was just shunned off. I don't know what you got going on down there, but I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. Okay. And I moved on.
Right.
And here
So
recently they asked me a question. I was like, nah, I'm good. And my thing is this, I don't want that from you. I don't want nothing you got. I don't want you, I don't nothing. See when you see you, you know, God bless you. Do you keep moving? That's it.
mm-hmm.
It's nothing
No,
else to say, because at that point when I've told you I had some issues going on and you know, so I'm normalizing the fact that that ain't cute.
mm. Yeah, I mean, it normalizing what you want and standing beside it, it can show people's true colors. It
Mm-hmm.
really can. And the things that you said about, you know, certain people coming around when they needed you for certain things, and when you started saying no, they kind of backed up, and then they trying to downplay
Oh,
some of the things
I
that
was
you have
told you
going
being
on.
funny. I was told you being funny. You're you act
Weird.
like you got all this going on. Don't nobody care. I ain't that hard up. I can get it from someone else.
Mm.
Um, I even got this situation where I get somebody else to do my hair. I mean,
Mm.
it was a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this energy? And it's like God was letting me know. And then I had some other spiritual people in my life as well. And it was like, keep pressing forward, keep going. You know, you have to pray for people. And my pastor said that this past weekend we was at drive-in service, and he mentioned prayer and how much prayer has enlightened us, and how much, you know, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, our great grandfathers, our aunts, and how much it has carried us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Those
he was saying
prayers.
from John
Yes.
17, from John 17, he was saying prayer, standing on the word, like whatever the
Mm.
situation is, standing on the word. And if people start acting a certain way and be like this, like, you know what, it is what it is. Pray for them and keep moving on. And no, and it's, I know a lot of people say you praying for them and you walking the other way and turn the other cheek. You know you lame. You're a loser. You know you weak for that. Nah, because a lot of time, think about it. Is that worth your peace? Is that
Mm.
worth you not sleeping at night? Is
Mm.
that worth you staying up? You crying? You don't know where people are at.
Mm-hmm.
Is that worth you going broke and you don't have anything?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's sis, bruh. It can't do that. No,
I think
nah.
anything that disturbs
Is
your
it worth
peace.
your health?
Right.
Is it worth your health?
Right.
Because if you already, everybody has different hereditary things in their family that
Mm-hmm.
they suffer from. And I
Mm-hmm.
know KeKe, if I'm not mistaken, I know you suffer with migraines, correct?
Yep.
I do as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another issue. I had my migraines and stuff, but some of those people, the way the tension level was, my migraines was over the top. Like I
Right.
was
About to
weak.
take you out. You can't even get out of bed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know.
So it's like I've already have underlying health situations. Why should I allow you to put more pressure on me?
Exactly.
And you
Yep.
know, I had to realize like that ain't worth my peace. Like I'm gonna have to let you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to let you do what you do, and then when you come back trying something, well, I ain't think you gonna, baby. I'm elevated. You don't know the favor that's on my life. I'm telling you
So
that.
so Jessica,
Go
anyone
ahead.
anyone who's listening,
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell them when it comes to the topic normalizing what you want and sticking beside it? Like, what would you tell them? Someone who's listening who may feel like them putting themselves out there to tell somebody that's in their life, this is what I want and this is what I'm not going to accept, but are afraid to open themselves up and say that. What would you tell them tonight?
It's not easy, and it takes time. And if you're in a situation where you're dealing with mental abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, or church hurt,
Mm-hmm.
um, you've been hurt by friends, whatever situation may be, I suggest you pray, and I suggest you get up under some people that are like-minded with you, who want the same things you do,
Mm-hmm.
and be around um people who can uplift you.
Right.
And it's nothing wrong with your family and friends of those people, and you can speak and say, hey, well, this is what I learned and this is what I want for us to do, because it starts with you.
Yeah.
And it's a thing where you have to learn to realize generational curses,
Yeah.
soul ties,
Yes.
um certain spirits and certain vibes can keep you in a space where you're not, what's the name, you have to learn to pray through it. And I know it's not easy. People say, oh, just pray. I'm so tired of hearing about prayer. I 100% understand you.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get in that space and learn what a lot of the spiritual people in my life and people who watch me grow up and watch me and still talk to me to this day and give me those little pep talks and say, hey, you got it, you can still do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had took a break for some weeks. The first part of this year I took a break.
Yeah.
i,
Sometimes you
I was
need a
offline
break.
for like 3 weeks. I was offline for about 3.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And people were constantly, what's going on. I had to mentally log out.
Right. And sometimes
And
we need that break, especially from
yeah.
social media, because you have access to so much stuff and don't realize that that can play a big part on your beliefs, your worth, your mental, emotional, all of that. Financially too, because you could just be ordering shit just to fill the void, like what they call
Yeah.
it, emotional spenders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, taking that break is necessary. And I do believe that being unapologetic about standards and expectations is something that we should be proud of, something that we shouldn't be ashamed of. And it's something that we shouldn't compromise, because at the end of the day, the same people that are takers in your life gonna move on to the next person and do the same
Mm-hmm.
thing to them.
It's a leech. It's a leech situation, and you got to learn to, excuse me, allow those people to move forward and do what they have to do. You have to allow them to give them that space. I was just talking. I just had a conversation just the other day. I mean, yesterday. I was out and about, and I was talking to my mom, and I
Mm-hmm.
was expressing um a situation that happened in the past, and how I was trying to help someone that I dearly cared about, and I tried to get that person some help.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked with I talked with some people that I knew and tried to get that person some help. And when I tried to get that person some help, we was all like on a three-way situation, just talking, communicating,
Mm-hmm.
and it was supposed to be an uplifting thing and prayer moment and all that going on. And the person was like, this is what the fuck you called me for? I was like, whoa, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa,
Uh-huh.
whoa, whoa. We have a pastor on the line. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
So they was cussing, going on back to back, back to back. If I wanted to know all this, I would call my own pastor. I said, whoa.
Okay.
It's like, I don't need so and so to tell me what to do and how to do and when to do and this and that. When I got off that conversation, I was so embarrassed. It took me a day or two to kind of.
Regroup. Get
I
yourself
had to
back.
go and apologize. I went in and apologized to that person. I said, I'm so sorry. The conversation went left because I was thinking I was helping
Happen.
someone.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me this tip. They said, you know what? Keep going and growing and doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
that person has to mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually get in a place where they want help
Yep.
and they're ready to take help in and they're ready to listen.
Right.
Because a lot of times we all get to the point where we don't listen, we don't listen. Because I know I have my moments too. I ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
I'm to my, yeah, so, but it's like that person just really didn't want to listen to nothing at all. No reasoning, no nothing.
And I've been
It's just,
there.
if it wasn't their way, that's it.
I've been there. I've been that person. I've been where I didn't want people to pray for me. I didn't want you to tell me anything that I needed to be doing with my life. I knew I was spiraling out of control, but I didn't care because I wasn't at a place where I wanted to do better and be better. So yeah, I get it. I get it. And once I started to tap into that space and that mindset of, this is not who you are. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I decided that I wanted to be better and get back to, I had to finding myself again.
Mhm.
So, you know, maybe.
Finding you is very important. You got to know your inner up here. What
Mhm,
is, I mean, what says, what is about KeKe? What
mhm,
is KeKe feeling? What is KeKe trying to do? And it's
mhm,
just like this for me. What's Jessica trying to do? What
mhm.
I'm trying to say?
Right,
What do I need?
right.
And I know so many times people say, "Well, you get so irritated, so upset." I'm very picky, and I'm
Mm,
very persistent. And
mm,
if I'm gonna do something, I say I'm gonna do it, that's exactly what I mean. And I know,
wow.
and I know you've seen that from how I've,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
acted with
Oh
you.
yes. Yes.
I'm on top of it. I don't be like, I said, what you say now? Okay, well, let me let you know this is what this is. That's what that is. I mean,
yes.
I when I say I do what if I don't do it wholeheartedly, I'm not doing it right.
Right.
So why waste the time of not doing it wholeheartedly when I could be like,
Right. Absolutely.
really? Like deuces,
Absolutely.
see you later. I mean, you do what you do. I do what I do. It is what it is. It is it at that time. But
Right.
no, I need to be like, sis, hold it back. Like, hold it. Let me check myself a little bit. Let me get in reroute
Mhm.
and let me bring that back a little bit.
Right.
And it's not easy to say that. You have to get to that point.
Yeah. Oh, that takes practice. When you could
It
check
takes practice.
yourself, when you could check yourself, oh yeah, that's called growth right there. That is growth. And I'm so glad that Jessica, we are having this conversation. Anyone who's listening, look, sometimes you have to check yourself. And that may be good, that may be bad, it may be ugly, but it's necessary. When you get to the point where you're above anyone saying something positive to you, that's a bad space to be in. It's a bad
Yeah.
space to be in, you know, and it's unhealthy. I suggest finding someone within your inner circle to talk to or getting therapy, because therapy is not, that's nothing wrong with that. Seeing a therapist or a counselor, a life coach or something like that, there is nothing wrong with investing in yourself, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. These things are necessary in order to evolve into the person that you are put on this earth to be. And one thing I can say, I'm a God-fearing person and I'm a woman of faith, and I know that Jessica is too. And y'all, if y'all been listening to the podcast, you know that I talk about God a lot, and I don't apologize for that. That is one thing that is normalized in my life. I'm gonna talk about God. Either you gonna listen or you not, but I'm not gonna be
You
apologetic.
you have to normalize it because I be hearing people. I mean, in the past, I have talked to people, and they'll be like, "Look, I don't want to hear all that,
Yep.
whatever." And I have been to that point, like you be so angry, you have so many different things going on. You just want somebody to be a listening ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yep.
at the same time, you got to normalize those people who say, "Baby, let's pray."
Mm-hmm.
Let
Mm-hmm.
me, let's talk. Let's hold
Mm-hmm.
hands. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just listen a minute. Because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me, I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna to a certain extent.
Right. Right.
And
And I
when that
feel
certain extent started to get a little icky,
yeah.
like somebody right, like
Yeah.
you just trying to say some extra stuff and trying
Yeah.
to put God in it. Like, nah, I'm gonna have to. I appreciate you and
That's
God
called
bless you,
discernment. That's called
but I'm
discernment.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to let that ride because there's so many people that speak on spiritual situations, but
They're not.
they
It's
ain't
not.
really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they
Not
have
even.
predators. They have prayer. They prey on you, not pray, but prey on you. They want you
Mm-hmm.
to become their prey. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're not in a good headspace, then you'll fall victim to that. And when I say good headspace, I'm talking about, for me, I have to make sure that I'm listening to the voice of God. I know what
Mm-hmm.
God's voice sounds like to me, how it resonates to me, how I get that level of
Right.
conviction, how I operate in
Right.
discernment. Like those things come hand in hand. And some people call discernment other things. It could be goosebumps, it could be chills, it could be the hairs on your back of your neck standing up, it could be that gut feeling. That is the same thing.
For me, it's in the gut, and it's
Yeah,
in the gut, and then it's like some up
don't
here
feel right.
happy, and I'm a big woman, so I'll be like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm trying to shake it, like what?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what is it? What is it?
Right. Yeah. So you have to be in tune with those things. They're there for a reason. They're there to protect us. So I don't, to anyone
Yeah,
who is trying to normalize being better by setting standards, don't worry about what people gonna say. Do it for yourself. And if those people in your life see you growing and they mean you any good, they're either gonna get on board with what you have going on, or they're gonna eventually wash away, you know, and antagonize somebody else. But I
right.
say all that to say is just be true to who you are, stay true to who you are, and don't apologize for it. And if you don't like who you are, you have the ability to change that.
Right.
Don't worry about the things that you have no control over, because that creates unnecessary stress, anxiety, and just illnesses that you just really don't want to have to deal with, because stress is a silent killer. It kills more
It
people
is.
than
Indeed, it
gun,
is.
yeah, like it on a daily basis, because it escalates and it elevates to something bigger.
Mhm.
And so
It is.
I like to ask this
Really does.
question, and it's called on a personal note, Jessica.
Okay.
What would your now self tell your younger self about today's topic when it comes to normalizing what you want and sticking by it? What would you tell young Jessica?
Ooh, ooh.
Take your time.
I've been through so much. Oh my God. Woo. Uh,
It's all right.
be proud of yourself.
Mm,
Um, you're somebody.
absolutely.
Um, you don't have to take poor treatment from people just because they don't see what God sees.
Oh, wow. That right there.
Um,
Look, goosebumps.
you don't you don't have to be okay with everything. You just have to press through.
Mm,
And knowing your worth and what God is giving you is more than the worth of others who don't care a damn about you.
wow, girl. That's deep. That's deep, Jessica.
So and the most biggest thing and critic of me saying this is learning to love me. the size I am, the color I am, my shape, my why, my who, my how,
Mm.
and learning me. Because it took me a long time to be okay with being plus size.
Wow.
And I know some people say, you're not that big, but when you growing up in school, every all the guys like, oh, I don't.
Yeah.
So, and now that I'm older, things have changed, and so it's not necessarily guys or girls, well, but people have their certain picks, even if you're the skinny weirdo over here, or you're the
Mm-hmm.
big weirdo over here, or
Mm-hmm.
you're the weird nerky person with the same clothes. It's all
Mm-hmm.
that plays
Mm-hmm.
a part.
Right.
So that goes back to allowing uh, God to help you heal, and people, those spiritual people and discernment to allow you to heal through those past hurts.
Absolutely. You have to
And so
heal through
that's
those
what
past hurts.
that's all what's going on, working through those past hurts and that pain. It's like that shame of not feeling like you're enough,
Right.
because I am enough.
Right. You are. You are. You're more than enough. Actually, you're made in
And
God's
I
image. So
yeah,
you know whose you are as well as who
yeah,
you are. And I'm
yeah.
so glad. I'm so
So
glad.
it's just like you can get through anything, and you know, I'm claiming it.
Oh
So
yes. You better receive it because it's coming, girl. It is
so
coming.
I'm claiming it, and I'm ready for elevation and
Mm-hmm.
growth,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of good news.
And listen, I
So
see
I
it. I
am,
see it from the first time I saw you on camera up until now. I see the growth. I see the confidence. I see the boldness. I see the love that you have for yourself. I see that you are making room for your gifts. I see all of that. So
and
please know that
it's
that
funny
that
that
you're
you say
walking in
that.
it. You're walking in it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Um, Something that I'm standing on, and I want to share that to you.
Okay.
Jeremiah, Jeremiah, let me get it right. Jeremiah 29, 11, and 13. For I know the plans you have for me of good and prosperous of all.
Yes.
Don't worry about what's over here, what's over there. Matthew 6. If you just seek me, it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry about what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna see. It's coming. And I had to get to that point, like, you know what? I'm leaning on that Jeremiah.
Oh
I'm leaning
yes.
on
Lean
it.
on
Because
it.
the thing about it is that favor. It is that favor is so sickening to, you can't do nothing with it. You might well go ahead, sit on down, and see what's coming, what's manifesting.
Listen, if you
Because
do
I got to see it.
mm,
Because I done dealt with so much in my life. A
mm,
lot of things people don't even know.
mm-hmm,
Um, but I had to learn to get up there,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
kind of push. Because it be times where I'm like, I see what I see. I'm it's like, 'cause I know y'all hadn't seen me in
Oh
a
yeah,
couple
we was like,
Saturdays.
where the hell is Jessica? Like, where
I
is Jessica?
Baby, I had to get her home. I have to have them disconnect days, but
Mm-hmm.
because it's been like, social media has been really crazy. I don't know if you've been seeing what I've been going on, or who's been saying, well, it's just been crazy.
I try not to even get into that. I post
Yeah.
my content and I get
And
on
get
off
on.
there. I just get on off there.
Yeah.
Like for
That's
real.
that's
I
that's,
do. I
that's I
do.
mean, it's like, well, what you? No,
Like I ain't
I
see,
just,
I don't see that. I don't know. And I've
I
always
mean,
been
I
like
be
that.
seeing stuff, but I just have to get in my little hole and just carry on.
Yeah. And you have to. But
Oh
Jessica,
yeah.
yeah, just continue to be in the bright light that you are. You know, it is God has got so many blessings with your name on it. So many blessings. And I'm so glad that I know you. I'm glad
Sorry,
that
I had a call come in, so I couldn't hear you. So
I
I'm
said,
sorry.
I said, I said, I said, please continue to walk in the things that God has given you. You have so many blessings with your name on it. I'm so glad that we're connected. I'm glad that we had this conversation. I know that you'll be coming back many more times to grace our presence on this platform. Is there anything before we get off that you would like to leave listeners with today when it comes to normalizing what they want and sticking beside it?
Um, say normalize what you want, what you're looking for, and I'm putting it in the atmosphere. So um, look for styles by Jess and accessories. Um, I have some new items that I'm getting ready to release. I have all new items that I got so many ideas and things I'm trying to work with. I had a few custom items to get done, so I'm doing that.
And tell them where to
So
find you. Tell them where to find you.
so yeah. So you all can find me on Facebook at Jessica Adams. It'll show my face. I have a dress or something on. It'll show my face. You can find me on Instagram at J Adams 22857. And that's my new handle. And also
You muted. I can't hear you.
you said what now? I keep
I
getting a
couldn't hear
call.
you. Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
You
You
said
were
what
talking.
now?
I said I couldn't hear you. You were telling them about your Instagram.
Oh, Instagram J Adams 22857. And my Poshmark is the same, but you can also find me up under Jessica Adams.
Okay. Poshmark.
Yeah. Yeah, I will be doing a website soon, so I'll get that information to you as well.
Yeah, let me know because I don't, we don't have the date when it's a air, but I'll make sure that I put all of your stuff in the
Okay.
description when I get ready to upload the episode, it'll go in there.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
if you're watching on YouTube, you see all of this behind the scenes.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't have an excuse not to go and follow Jessica and make sure that you patronize her business. She has some amazing jewelry. I haven't seen any of the clothes yet, but I'm waiting. But yeah, she shows some amazing jewelry. If you go to her page on Instagram, you can see some of the creations that she has. Um, we just, we speaking life into her as far as her business and growth and her mindset. And yeah, so I am proud of you. Keep doing you.
Thank
Keep
you. Thank you. Thank
elevating,
you.
and I will,
Yes.
I can look, I'll see you tomorrow night. And look, if anyone who's listening and you're an entrepreneur or you just want to come and have a good time, make sure that you go over to Instagram and follow Bayou Classy Boutique. We go live every Saturday night. It is 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, and 8 p.m. Pacific Time, where we come in and just fellowship with each other and help each other with elevator pitches and all of this kind of stuff. We just have a really great time. Since I've been connected to that network, I have elevated so much. I've received so many amazing people to share their stories, to come and be a part of the platform. And I just look forward to doing more and more of that. I'm so excited about it. So yeah. Um, yeah, follow Jessica. And Jessica, do you have anything else that you want to say before we get on off of here?
I keep getting a call. So I just want to say peace, love, and blessings. Everybody take care and be safe. This virus is still out. Let's be safe, y'all. Let's mask up, whatever. If you want to do natural remedies or the shot, whatever you want to do, just stay masked up, just stay safe. And that's it. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And until next time, guys, thank you for kicking it with KeKe, life, love, and all that other shit. Just make sure that you are true to who you are. Don't second guess the things that are important to you, and you matter. So don't let anyone in your life tell you that you don't or make you feel that you don't. I really believe that people are in our lives for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And you will know when it's time to change seasons, forget the reasons and just move on to the lifetimes. With that being said, you guys have a great night. And I am here every Thursday with a new episode of the podcast. I'm available on all platforms that has podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, etc. So make sure that you go on over, download, share, tell a friend, leave a review, and all of this good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this out because I am here and my sole purpose is to make sure that I help transform lives through enhancing and producing episodes that will talk about positive personal growth and development by renewing your mind and changing the things that we talk about in our culture, our community, and focus on with our consciousness. You guys have a great night.